Hey, what's up? How you doing? This time I have one beautiful, good-looking Sony vintage digital audio tape deck DTC-700. I mean, it's in great condition, as you can see. Very nice, good-looking, minimal signs of use on the cover and on the front panel. And yeah, I already tested it with a bunch of tapes. As usual, I'm using a bunch of different tapes recorded on different devices. So I used Sony tapes recorded on DTC 690 and recorded on the same model DTC 700 and 59 ES, and it was all, like working like a charm. Panasonic, Tascam, I tried LP cassettes, long play, I tried standard play, it all works. So I wanted also to tell you this unit is basically something like, let me check, I think the transport is similar as, hold on a second, I'm looking at it. Yeah, as DTC 55 ES, 75 ES. And it is, transport is the same, but it's a little bit of difference on those ES devices. Still, this unit is very, very heavy. And I think it's a really, really great unit. Compared to other Sony, like a 690, it's totally different class. It looks like a DTC 700 is just one number up, but it's totally different class. You can compare it with a mechanism, much more metal part inside in this unit. And yeah, right now we have one tape recorded, I think, on this device, DA30. And let's check out. Yeah, everything is working fine. I tried a bunch of tapes, rewind it, play it. It's all perfect. There is only one thing that it's a problem. DA converters are not working, or I couldn't make it work. So I connected this digital output to this device, which is in input record mode, so I can listen. And in digital coaxial mode, input, output, everything is working. But if you connect it with RCA, there is no sound. And also, there is no sound on phones, which is also analog, right? So I tried everything, but I couldn't find the solution for it. And because I don't want to mess up the perfectly working DAT just to make the analog work, I didn't want to, And it's great looking device. I know 95% of people probably already have stereo receiver or some other DA converters, so you can really hook it up with on RCA cable, coaxial cable, and it will work as it works for me. It's much more important how it performs, like a rewind, everything. There is nothing like a problematic here. It will find everything. The indexing is working. All it's pretty much is great condition. So let's see what this unit is all about. Like, of course, we have a power remote sensor here, so you can control it with remote control. Timer, recording and playback, recording long and standard mode. Again, because analog inputs are not working, you cannot record in long mode. which is reserved for analog input. But you can play your tapes recorded on in long play. Yeah, I have to mention that because this unit is not 100% functional as it would from the factory. But if you plan to use it to transfer your DAT tapes to your computer with a digital connection, it's a perfectly working unit. Which I'm making, which that would be a reason why I'm making this video. So again, we have a counter, all counters, classical counter, regular counter, absolute time recorded on tape, program time, and remaining time, of course. It will show you, you have option to fade in and out when you're recording from analog devices. Automatic music search, which means you can press like 3 times and it will go and fast forward till the 3rd track, 4th, and then play it. Or you can also use this like a number 5 please, which is kind of neat. You don't find those digits on many devices. Of course, review, cue, fader, classical transfer control, play, stop, recording, pause, record, mute, auto indexing, and manual write, start key, write, skip ID, write NID, of course, so erase for everything, and the renumber when you finish with everything. You can renumber. There is a margin reset which will reset its margin. Skip, play, repeat. Music scan, of course, it will scan your tape and stuff like that. Phone's output right now not working, of course. Recording level not working because you cannot record from analog source. When you are recording from digital source, all this is already set up, so you cannot adjust much of it. As I mentioned, everything is working just fine. If you connect it with your digital input and output, you will have perfectly functional Sony DTC-700 in great condition. I understand some people would need to connect it with RCA, and of course some people would like to use phones. But again, I'm mentioning this, and when I'm selling, I'm gonna sell this, I'm gonna of course mention that because it's important. But again, if you're planning to use that to transfer your tapes or to record tapes, because right now I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna prepare this tape so I can record something on it, and then that it's a perfectly working DAT, you know. So right now I have some CD ready. I'm gonna press absolute time, record. I'm gonna start recording and I'm gonna press play on my CD. Now we have all this set up, but I have to mention things, of course, because this CD is almost like a mixed CD. There are no 3 seconds pause between the tracks. This DAT will not properly index it with the auto function. It will only work if you have like 3 seconds between tracks. Then it will, after one is finished, the program will be number 2. Otherwise you have to do it on your own, and then you have to cancel auto, and then you have to press right when you hear the start of the next track, right? So let's say I want to start right now like a second track. I'm just gonna press his right, and you see the start ID is flashing and right is there, which means that I'm gonna index this in the middle of the track, but just for a purpose to show you how it works. If I go back, it will find where I start with indexing. And when you finish all your indexing, of course there is a renumber button. You will press renumber button, then that will rewind and start indexing the whole tape, you know, to have a correct program numbers. Because I'm not gonna do that right now, I already did it probably in some of the videos. I'm just gonna finish this video like this to show how it looks. Sound is great, the look is great. The problem is there are no analog outputs, which means that you'll have to connect it with the digital input and output cables. All right, take care. See you next time.